said hi. Melissa, do you remember feeling overwhelmed when you were like, you know what, I think I want to enter into this, peek into this non-toxic world? Do you remember that overwhelming feeling of where do I even start?
100%. I mean, it wasn't even that long ago. I would say a year and a half to 2 years ago. So a little background, y'all. I come from Western medicine, full on American healthcare. I'm a pharmacist. So that's the world that I come from and the perspective that I come from. So when I kind of I feel like essential oils were kind of like my gateway drug, right? Like I was like, okay, maybe I'll diffuse some oils. I don't really believe they're going to do anything. Like that was my brain of like, this is so silly. And then when I noticed some changes, actually Missy introduced me to kind of this whole concept of waterless. And then when it worked, I was like, oh, now my eyes are really open because my whole perspective has been completely blown wide open. Like I thought the only thing that could ever help my skin would be hydrocortisone and Aveeno and oatmeal bath. You know what I mean? So yes, like 100%. But then it's overwhelming because everybody's talking about something different. Oh, there she is.
Okay, here I am. So what we want to do tonight, Melissa and ladies, what we want to do is just to kind of help you have some simple, like a super simple step to make a swap without feeling overwhelmed, because we all understand that. And so we want to help you see something that may completely blow your mind, something that you maybe have not heard of. And that's maybe the person who invited you probably told you that we're calling tonight, why waterless? That is a very weird question, Melissa. Why in the world would we say why waterless?
Right. So yeah, like just like Missy said, we want to make this real simple. And so the best place to start and make it real simple is water. Water seems very like it wouldn't really be a bad thing, right? But here's the thing about water. There's two main points I want you guys to take away when you go and look at your products and see if there's water. In all likelihood, there is. I would guess the majority of you, when you look at your products, you're going to find water, especially in your lotions. The first thing, water attracts water, okay? We're going to do my fun experiment. Yay if you love science. We'll see if it works. You're going to see down. Let's see if we can see it. Missy, will you give me a holler if you can see what I'm doing? Okay, here is my plate. Y'all see that?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm going to get some water. I hope this blue works. I've never used the blue before. Yes, okay. Now, if I put another drop, do you see that? Do you see how those easily come together? And if you don't, I promise I'm not lying. There they go. So clearly, water attracts water. We're not blowing smoke, right? So if water attracts water and I have water in a product, it would make sense that that product would pull water from my skin, right? And if that product isn't correctly locking that moisture in, that water, what does it then do? It just evaporates into the air. So raise your hand if you've ever used conventional lotion that probably has water in it and you've had to reapply. Okay, all right, that's pretty good. I like those odds. So here's the thing. Water attracts water, then it dissipates. Okay, so that's the first thing. The most important thing I want you to know, and this is absolutely verifiable, if your products, your lotions, whatever products you have, wellness, skincare products have water in them, they must have a preservative. This is a requirement because when water's there, bacteria can grow, right? So they must require to have a preservative. So if you've worn lotion all your life and you want to continue to wear lotion, you are now putting a preservative on your body every single day on the largest organ you have. Okay? And so people can argue all day if a preservative is safe or not. I would rather take the option of not putting it on my body. How about you guys? And then just knowing that I don't have to know if it's safe or not for the rest of my life. Okay, so those are the two reasons. Water attracts water, and I lost my train of thought. Preservatives. It requires preservatives. Yes.
Right. Well, and you know what? We could look back and feel like, oh my word, I've used all this toxic stuff all this time. Should I feel shame about that, or should I say, okay, I didn't know, and now that I know, I can make a swap going forward?
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's going to be a really simple swap. And guess what? You got lots of life ahead of you, so it's never too late, right? And so totally. I like to I've got my numbers in front of me. So say I'm almost 40 years old. Yay, 40 years old. If I've been wearing lotion for like 27 years, you guys, that's 7,020 days that I've been putting preservatives on my skin, okay? I could live in that shame and be like despair and like, oh, what's the point of even turning it around? But hopefully I've got another 40. I've got another 7,020 days, right? So I might as well take this opportunity to take some action and be like, okay, buy preservatives. If I've got another option, I'm going to take it, right? It's a very simple option. I think the biggest thing we want to talk about is if we know that water's bad in our products, but we also know that water is the most hydrating thing on the planet. Is there anything more hydrating than water? No. Then how do we work around this? We clearly want to have water, right, Missy?
Yes. So what's the trick?
The trick is this. What if we could use the water from our showers, from our sinks, and lock it in using something natural and straight from the earth? Would y'all be down with that?
Totally.
That makes sense in this flow. Okay, perfect. So here's the great thing. There's something called beeswax. It's absolutely incredible. I used to not like bees, and now I'm obsessed with bees because they produce beeswax, okay? Here's the thing about beeswax. This is a word I want y'all to learn and walk away with. Humectant, okay? Humectant is incredible. You can get synthetic humectants, right, that trap that water. Again, I don't know if this humectant's good for me or bad for me. It'll trap the water there that's in the lotion, or you can get something like beeswax that we know is pure and we know is from the earth. What a humectant does is it attracts water. So if I put a layer of beeswax on my skin, I'm locking in the moisture from the shower, from the sink. I'm also pulling moisture out of the air, and I'm trapping it there. I mean, absolutely incredible. So that's one really great way that we can use waterless lotion is with beeswax, okay? And then we use the water from the sink or the shower. Here's the other really cool thing about beeswax if you use it as your humectant, okay? Well, no, you're not going to have to reapply because now you've trapped the water, right? So you get to put it on once instead of all day long. Like I've got it in my purse, I've got it in my desk. My kid's got it in her backpack because she's got to put Bath and Body Works on every 5 seconds because it doesn't really work. The next thing is beeswax is actually a really great exfoliator. It's a natural exfoliator. So if you have problematic skin, I can't say certain words, but really dry, patchy, red skin, or your kids suffer from that, beeswax is a natural exfoliator. So that's really good. It's also, where are my acne prone, used to have adult acne people? That's me. Who's in that party? Yes, Penny, I see you, girl. It is antibacterial. So that is how someone like me who's very acne prone and oily can put on a full, wonderful moisturizer with beeswax and not break out because of those antibacterial things. So, amen for beeswax.
I love it. And is there any, like this beeswax though, isn't just like any beeswax. It's like not processed, straight from the farm, like super
Missy.
pure.
Because if you're going to go from something where you didn't want preservatives and you're now trying to go to a cleaner lifestyle, we would want to choose the unrefined, fresh from the farm beeswax. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Right. Totally.
Yeah. Okay. Love that.
Okay. So what if my lotion has water, but it also has humectant?
All right. Well, here's the thing. Again, let's go back to if we have water in this, and then it's also got a synthetic humectant. Again, I'm putting something synthetic on my body every day that's being absorbed into the bloodstream. So I may be getting better results, right? It may be more effective because it has a humectant, but I'm still exposing myself to toxins. So really the best thing we can do is get the water out and then have a very natural, beautiful, unrefined humectant straight from nature.
I love that. Okay, so this feels like, so if we're thinking we're overwhelmed, we know we want to go to a more non-toxic way, this is a simple swap, right? This is one simple swap that we were talking about. So what are my options for swaps?
Okay, so I love that because here's the thing. It gets so overwhelming, so why not start in the one place that we use every single day? Do the majority of you guys use lotion every single day?
Yeah.
Especially in the winter. Yes, when it's so dry. So how about we start with something that we use all the time and that we use on our largest organ, our entire body, right? Our face, our body. So it makes sense that we would start there. Here's the great thing. There is a product. Duh. Like, I'm not going to come to you and be like, here's the swap you guys should make, but good luck going and finding it. No, I'm going to show you where it's at. I'm going to make sure you get it at a really good price because I love you. Do you have one in front of you? Let me grab one.
No, I'm in the car. It's way back in my bag in the way back.
I got it. In the way back. She's traveling. Y'all, I have like 800 bottles of this around my house. So here we go. Do you see this beeswax? There's no water in here. I could literally take a bite of this. Actually, I'd let Bethany take a bite because she's taken a bite of the ritual bar before, but that's okay. It wouldn't taste very good, but my kids could get into this. No problem. Okay. So again, I have something like this that's got farm fresh beeswax. It has all ingredients that I understand. They're all plants from what I can tell. They're literally all just plants from nature. I can take a bath. I can keep this in my shower. I'm still wet and I can just slide it on, right? And then I can pat dry. I've locked in moisture all day. I don't have to reapply. It smells heavenly. And there's no preservatives. There's no emulsifiers. There's no stabilizers. There's no synthetic humectants. That's a win-win for me.
It smells heavenly. How? Not from anything. Again, only things from earth.
No,
essential oils, botanicals, herbs. Yes. Okay.
All the herbs.
Speaking of that, your kids could eat it. You can put this on your kids. So this baby that I'm going to meet soon, he has a lavender lotion bar ready for him in his little nursery for when he has his first little bath. So on the babies up to the grannies.
Yes.
Okay. So would you like me to tell you how much that body lotion bar is?
Yeah. Hey, Missy, how much would it be if I just wanted to buy this off the shelf?
It is $49.
And how long does this typically last you?
Oh, goodness.
Look at this. You guys, I have a long horse face, which I love. I'm not putting it down. It's not a bad way. Horses are awesome. Horses are great. I'm 6'1", but look how big this is. So this lasts Missy 6 weeks. This lasts me like 3 months. I guess I just don't require a lot. Maybe I have lovely skin. But anyways, we're talking like 2 to 3 months. Okay. So she said $49. Missy, what's a really great part if someone's new and has never bought from MIG?
The sweet lady who invited you has a link for $10 off.
$39.
So it'll be $39.
It just got cheaper. But what if I have a budget and a $39 is still not going to work for me?
Okay. Well, you can choose Subscribe and Save, which we always recommend. It is a free customer referral program. It is a customer rewards program, and you get 20% off always. And it's not one of those scary programs. You can get in there, you can edit it, you can cancel it, you can change it, and that would make it $39.20. Then you can also do your $10 off, so that would be $29.20.
Y'all, $29 for a lotion that lasts me 3 months. Megan says it lasts her 6 months. I mean, this is a no-brainer swap that you can use for the entire family, newborn to great granny. Okay, this is one of those that just do it now, get it out of the way. You never again have to think about lotion. You've now cleaned out that part of your house, and you can move on to the next thing. Okay,
y'all be sure to look at these comments, because people are commenting how much they love the lotion and how it has worked for them. We're not just making this up.
No, because again, what I always tell people, it does me no good to sell you something that is not going to serve you, because guess what? Then you don't trust any of us, and that is pointless. Like, we want to serve you with a product that's going to serve you and your family because we love you. That's why we invited you, and we want to build trust. So the last thing, like Missy, say if you get this and maybe you don't love it.
Okay, for 60 days, we call it a 60-day happiness guarantee. You can talk to your sweet ambassador, and she will take care of you.
Easy peasy.
You'll get your money back.
Yes.
I haven't ever had anybody do that for a lotion bar.
Neither have I. I haven't either. Totally never have. I do love everybody's putting their favorite scents in the chat. So my personal favorite is blood orange and grapefruit. I don't know. We're losing Missy.
Oh, shoot.
There she is. Oh, you're back. What's your favorite scent?
Okay. I was just going to tell you, I love the Bloom because it feels like a spa. But I want to make sure, something that we share, Melissa, a lot about these beautiful products is they're pure. We've already talked about that.
Yep.
They're effective. We've already talked about that. And they're missional, which is especially important to talk about this month because a portion of every purchase is going to go to 2 organizations we support that fight human trafficking. So
Amen.
It's like all the boxes are checked.
We're fighting all the toxic things all over, in our homes, on our bodies, and just the nastiness around the world with a bar of lotion. It's pretty stinking amazing, y'all. It's a great place and a great thing to be a part of. Okay. Did you tell? If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. And before anyone hops off, Missy, do you want to tell them about the little giveaway you and I came up with?
Yes. If you were invited by an ambassador and you reach out to her and tell her what you thought about this class, if you learned something, if you enjoyed it, then we have a gift for you. We want to send you a sample of a ritual cleansing bar. So if you were invited by an ambassador, reach out to her, tell her what you thought, chat about this class, something you learned, something that we could do better next time.
Yes, feedback.
And then we will send you, as a thank you, we will send you a sample of soap.
We would love that.
Yeah.
That'll be our little treat for just joining us. And hopefully you learned and you had fun. If nothing else, this was a crazy reality show with two old ladies. No, I'm just
I am an old lady.
I love it. She looks younger than me. Because she uses waterless skincare, okay? All right. I think that's it. I don't see any questions. Y'all hit up your ambassador, get the $10 off, the 20% off. Let us know if you have any questions. We are just so grateful you're here. It's been an incredible 20 minutes. We love y'all.
Yes. Thanks for being with us. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Yeah. Get a can out of there.